What's up, guys? It's Starting 11. We're doing a podcast, and we're going to be talking about news and some of the updated and the tables of the Barclays Premier League, the Bundesliga, and the Liga BBVA. So, what do you two, starting with Andrew, think about Leicester being in first place?
I honestly think they deserve to be in first place. They've been beating all these top teams. They've been performing really, really well. They're working as a unit, and Perez and Vardy are just killing it. Top of the scoring tables. They're they're just performing. They're in form right now. I believe they deserve to be in first place, beating all these teams that they're playing, and they still got a tough schedule coming up.
Jake?
Uh, so I don't know much about soccer, but I will put in that seeing them go from bottom of the table to top of the table is a pretty good jump. Um, and with that said, seeing Chelsea go from top to bottom is kind of heartbreaking because I know some Chelsea fans, and yeah, they're just having a rough year. I guess I don't know. They need to fire their coach though.
Well, they've already did.
Yeah,
They've
they
already
already
fired
did.
Mourinho. They've already fired
Well,
Mourinho.
then they did what they needed to.
And they did get a win too, just after the firing too. They caught a 2-0 win over who was it?
No, it was 3-1. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
3-1. Yeah, 3-1 over.
Southampton?
No,
I'm
it
not
was
positive.
Sunderland.
Oh, Sunderland, yeah.
It was a 3-1 win over Sunderland. So congrats on that W. They really needed it.
Uh, I would kind of agree that right now they deserve it because they've been beating like the top teams. They just beat Chelsea, and they have beat Man United. All of those good teams. So I think they deserve to be at the top right now. But I think when the league finishes, they're not going to be at the top. They're either going to be second, third, or fourth.
Yeah, it's. I think it's just a lucky thing that they're going with. But like I said, they got tough fixtures coming up. I think they got Arsenal coming soon. Uh, I think they got Man United again, and with City. So it could be tough matches for them coming into the rest of the weeks.
Um, yeah, I'm pretty much where you guys are. I think like especially where Hawk is, where like they're at the top of the table now, but I think at the end of the league they're gonna be more like third, fourth place ish. I don't think they're gonna hold that top spot. But if they do, it's well deserved. Obviously, they're obviously doing something right. They're working hard, giving 110%. It's all you could ask for from a team. It'd be nice to see them come out first place.
So, question: who do you think is going to win the league?
Okay, this may be a little biased, but Arsenal has been on form lately. Like, they just beat Man City.
Coming from the Arsenal man.
Be quiet. They beat Man United 3-0.
Fanboy.
They beat Leicester City 5-2, and that was
That's
a
true.
big win. That's why I didn't really expect them to just pop up into first. But so I think this is honestly our year, just because we have been on form recently. Ozil has had 15 assists already, and oh my gosh, the fact that we happen to move on in the Champions League, we really shouldn't have. But Giroud has been scoring goals left and right. Walcott has been on form. Sanchez, he got injured, I think. I'm not positive about it, but he hasn't been playing. But yeah, once he comes back, it'll be better, and I think we're going to take the title.
Jake.
Um, I'd love to see Leicester City take the top spot, but I'm not sure where Man City is. But they're my
Third.
favorite team. They're my favorite team, and that's probably who I would choose to be at the top since we're using biased opinions here with Hawk with Arsenal.
No,
of
I
course.
said maybe it's a little biased, but we're in second right now, and we're behind by 2 points.
I don't watch much, so I'm assuming Man City's doing good.
They're 6 behind Leicester, I'm pretty sure.
That's 2 wins. I think they can pull that out. But in my opinion, I really do think that Leicester will come out on top. I think they'll pull the miracle out.
Okay, Andrew?
I would say City as well. Just because the way they've been playing lately, they've been really informed. Sterling's coming in clutch. De Bruyne's working his ass off. I mean, they're just clicking right now. Yaya scored an amazing goal last night, and it's not long before they start taking over. So I'm going with Jake and saying Man City will take the lead.
You brought my sheets?
Honey's fair.
Thank you. I guess you can keep your phone.
So, what I'm going to ask now is, basically, do you think Chelsea, like, what place do you think they'll end up in with their new manager and everything?
I think the way they've been playing, I see them as a mid-table team this year. If not, I don't think they're gonna get relegated. They're too good to get relegated. But either somewhat the bottom half of the table or mid-table, the way they've been playing, there's no way they're gonna climb back up.
I'm thinking like either 11th or like 14th.
I was thinking about 14th, 15th, where they're at right now. Because you know Leicester's at 36 points already. They're in the mid-30s in their points, and Chelsea's only got 14. So there's no way they're gonna catch up that quick. They're gonna have to start winning, but they keep losing.
Everyone else above them is gonna have to start losing also if they want to make it.
Right.
Jake?
You said the question was
where would Chelsea finish?
Where will they finish? I think they're going to be they're not going to be coming into the end of the season, which is going to carry them back up, but they are going to have some issues, probably with some transfers with the new manager and such. I think you're going to see some like transfers that are going to affect the team pretty big.
There's rumors that Hazard's going to leave to go to Real Madrid.
Right, and this happened with Barcelona when they got a new manager. Ronaldinho, Edo, and all of them left. Or they didn't get left, they got sold. So I think you're going to see the same thing with Chelsea here. And I think it's actually going to turn around the team. I think it's going to make them a winning team again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have another quick question. With Leicester being on form and Vardy and Mahrez being like the top 2 players of the league right now, people are going to start scouting for them. Which team, if they leave Leicester, do you think they will join?
I can see potentially a PSG move.
Nice.
Because PSG seems to be in likes of everybody who's in form and becoming good. So I can see a big PSG move for either Vardy or Mahrez.
I don't know any of those players, so I can't make an opinion. If I did have to make an opinion, I'd say that they'd probably stay in the BPL, if anything. Did you get transferred?
I feel that basically what I think is going to happen is, as I said, one of them is going to probably go to PSG. And with Chelsea just getting a new manager and them being at the bottom of the league, they're going to want some top-class players. So I think Chelsea might sign either Vardy or Mahrez.
I agree. I mean, Chelsea could use another striker. I think they should sell Diego Costa.
Yes.
Because Costa right now has been getting in too much trouble on the field. He's starting to fight people. He's starting to get too many cards. He's not really scoring that much anymore. He's just causing too much trouble. I think they just need to sell Costa and maybe bring in Vardy, who's a striker, and because Mahrez is more of a winger. than a
But
striker.
Mahrez could, like, Hazard, he has scored 0 goals this season. Like,
Yeah.
I've scored as many goals as Hazard in the BPL this season. And so I think if he leaves, they could get Mahrez. And then, again, they could get, like, Mahrez and Vardy to get, like, the deadly duo for Chelsea.
Just keep the duo together.
Hmm.
But I do see one of them going to PSG because PSG is looking to make some big moves. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
just
gonna
signed Di Maria.
yeah, I'm
He's
not gonna
good.
get into detail because it's gonna fall into my category.
Mhm.
So we'll save that for later.
Okay. So, speaking of Chelsea, what are your thoughts on Jose being fired?
I enjoy it. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's a bad manager. I think he's got a bad attitude. But you know what? The way they've been losing, the way he's been losing, he deserves it. It's. I mean, you're Chelsea. You're Jose Mourinho. You should be top of the table, destroying everybody in this league, and you're near relegation zone. So you need to be fired. And especially what he did with that lady in the medical staff, getting rid of her for trying to help Hazard, who nearly broke his leg. And he's like, "Nah, Hazard's fine." I mean, the dude could barely walk, and he kept him in for the rest of that 90 minutes. And he was doing poor, like he was about to snap. And he fired the medical staff for trying to go and help him and take him off. So with the attitude like that, he deserves it. He needs to be fired.
I completely agree. I think it's been too long since. I think, like, as soon as, like, not like as soon as, but probably, like, about either 5 or 6 games earlier, just because they've been at the bottom and they stayed at the bottom. They didn't ever, like, go up. They should have just fired Jose a while ago.
Yes.
So, quick, should we do, like, a tournament, like, between all of ours, like the UCL and the Euros? Thoughts on that? So, like, because I'm pretty much, that's all I really got with the BPL. Can't think of.
Well, do you want to move on to like another league then? Because we still got La Liga and we got Bundesliga.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking, should we do, like, UCL or Euros in between, like, the BPL, Bundesliga, and BBVA?
We could.
You either do it in between or we could do it at the end. It don't matter.
Oh, at the end. I think we should do it at the end. Okay, so,
So, Jake,
yeah, Jake.
Bundesliga.
Okay, so with the Bundesliga, all right,
Bonnie,
my time to shine.
he's been on form. He's got more goals than games.
Uh,
All right, Jake, let's go.
okay.
Bundesliga.
So, looking at the recent results, we're seeing Dortmund and Bayern coming up strong, coming up with a win. Or actually, no, Dortmund lost to Köln and Bayern defeated Hanover 96. We're seeing Hanover 96 going into relegation. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Since that's one of the only teams I know in this league.
I don't think Hanover's a bad team. I just think they've been performing really poor. They got so many games left. I think they can climb themselves out. So I don't think it'll be long before Hanover goes to mid-table, because they're more of a mid-table team than anything. I don't think they've been relegated in many years. So I see Hanover climbing out and becoming a mid-table team like normal.
I would say the same thing. I haven't been really following the Bundesliga that much, but I think they're kind of like Chelsea. They're a good team. They've just been performing bad lately. So soon enough, there's still like 21 games to go until the end of the season. So they have time to be able to climb back up. And I don't think they're going to get relegated.
Okay, so right now, Bayern Munich has 46 points on the table, and second place is Dortmund with 38. Do you think that Bayern will win the table, or do you think Dortmund could comeback on it?
I think Bayern's taking it. I mean, they've taken it for the past 5 years, and they've won last year. They won the table last year basically by February already because they were up by 30 points.
Mhm.
So I think they're just gonna pull away again and just leave everybody in the dust, including Dortmund. Dortmund's having a good year, but compared to where they were last year, because they were in relegation last year, Dortmund.
Right.
And so I feel like Bayern's just gonna sweep away everybody again. I mean, they only have one loss.
Especially with having Vidal this year and having Douglas Costa, who's just been insane for Bayern.
Oh yes.
Like, honestly, he's probably one of my favorite players, like,
Of
in the
Bayern.
world right now, because he's just been doing some amazing things for Bayern.
He's
So-
making a name for himself.
Yes, for sure. And so I think that they are going to win. Like, if it was closer, like if it was like 46 to even just like 42 or 41, I think Dortmund might have a chance. But the fact that they're this far ahead already, I
It's
think
done.
yeah. And it's not like they're gonna go out and lose a bunch, especially when they have a world class team and
Right.
a really good goalie too to help keep other teams from scoring.
Okay, so looking at it now, looking at the tables right now, I'm seeing that Bayern has 46 goals to that they scored to 8 let in, and that's pretty insane. That's a pretty big ratio there. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, you just score. You got Lewandowski coming on, scoring 5 goals in 9 minutes off the bench. You got all these prolific scorers in Robin, Mueller, Götze, Douglas Costa's coming out. You got all these players who are deadly on the ball. So you just give them the ball and they just score. I mean, they score at least an average of 3 to 4 goals a game. So there's no stopping them.
I agree. I think that they deserve it. Like, they deserve to have that much because they've just been scoring after scoring with Lewandowski, with Costa, even Alaba now. He's been scoring some amazing goals, and he's a defender. Like, you don't see that very much, but he is now with Douglas Costa and all that, and getting new players. And they're just working well as a team, too. So if you work well as a team, you're going to be able to get past the defenders. You're going to be able to score goals.
Now, this is more of an opinionated question, and it's more or less like, do you think you'd be interested in watching the Bundesliga knowing that Bayern's going to win it every year and that Dortmund's just going to be another top team? Because really, looking at the tables, they're the only two teams that are dominating it. There's really no team that's going to come close to where they are besides Berlin. Looking at it, I'd say that it's not really in my best interest to watch it because, Bayern's going to win. They've only lost once, drawn once. More than likely, that was to Dortmund. I'm not sure, though. What are your guys' opinion on it? Is it interesting to you?
The thing is, even if I know Bayern's going to win, there's still a lot of other teams in the Bundesliga, and just watching the Bundesliga is entertaining. Even if you know who's going to win, it's entertaining to see, the skills that they do, how they get past defenders, some of the saves, some of the free kicks, and so I think
The goals.
the goals. And so I think it's I'm still gonna watch it just because it's really entertaining to watch, even if Bayern's gonna just keep on winning. And that's kind of like with BBVA, because Barcelona right now, they've just been winning after winning, and they're, again, I'm just calling it out. They're gonna win it. They're gonna win the league.
I think it's still worth watching. I mean, the newly promoted teams, Ingolstadt and Darmstadt, they're surprising everybody. They're mid-table. They just got promoted. I mean, they're killing it. So watching these new teams coming up and just beating Dortmund and Hanover and all these solid teams, it's fun to watch. And I like watching my team, Bayer Leverkusen. Chicharito scoring a lot of goals. Hakan Kalanagli's free kicks are insane. I mean, Bellarabi, his speed's unreal. You got all these players that are just fun to watch on all these teams. You got the Beard on Darmstadt, and he's just hilarious. He's incredible. So watching the Bundesliga, honestly, is one of my favorite leagues to watch because even though you already know Bayern's going to take the league, it's still enjoyable to watch.
Okay, and now a follow-up question to that. Do you think that this league is too predictable with their outcomes?
I think it's predictable because you already know Bayern and Dortmund are going to take it. But you still got a team that's building like Leverkusen, who just picked up Chicharito, who scored 9 goals in 7 matches he's played in. So he's taken over. You got teams that are starting to build themselves, like to become better and challenge Bayern for that league. So I give it take 2 years, and you'll see a battle between Dortmund, Bayern, Leverkusen, and who knows, Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach, all these teams fighting for the top spot. So I'd say 2 years, it'll be a different ball.
Yeah, I would agree with that because, as I said, it is predictable right now that Bayern Munich and Dortmund are just going to win games. But when it comes to the other teams like Hanover and Leverkusen, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if there's going to be like a nice long shot from Leverkusen or if they're going to end up having like a good save or that, and you don't know what's going to happen with the other teams in the league. But for like the top teams, yes, it is predictable. It's usually going to be Bayern and then Dortmund.
Okay.
I don't think I emptied it.
That's all I really have.
No.
I don't have much news for it. Just
Yeah, this is our first one. We weren't too prepared.
This is more of an experimental podcast,
Yeah.
So we're still trying to
think
figure
it's
things
going
out
well.
as we go along.
Yeah,
We
it
tried
is
pre-planning
going
this a
well.
bit, but
Uh-huh.
we tried pre-planning, but like it just
I just
didn't
think
work out
I
exactly
think it's
how
still
we thought.
going well, though.
I think it's going well, but Jake
think it's
should
going
do
good.
some more studying.
Uh-huh.
I should definitely do more studying.
All right, so we're switching over to the BBVA
Yep.
So
And then we're
BBVA
going to do the Euros and
and
the
the Champions
UCL.
League. So
and Champions League.
Yeah, UCL.
that's Champions League.
UEFA Champions League.
All right. So for the BBVA, I just saw news today that Jose Mourinho may be the new coach of Real Madrid.
I heard about that.
If Cristiano Ronaldo's gone and Sergio Ramos is gone, that's the only way he's coming back. So what do you guys think on that?
I think Ronaldo might. This is just a might, though. He might end up leaving, but I don't think Sergio Ramos is going to yet, because he's on top form right now, playing for a good team, and yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, and Ramos just signed a new contract over the summer.
Uh-huh.
So, Jake?
I don't know who that guy is, but
He was the old
If
Chelsea
you-
coach. who just
okay,
got sacked.
Jose Mourinho.
okay, so if Real Madrid did get them, we might see a drop of Ronaldo. I think he'll.
My gosh, Jake.
I'm sorry. I'm picturing it in my head.
Just don't picture it. Just think you soccer.
Okay. So, like I said, I don't really know much about it, but I could see Ronaldo getting dropped. And if he does get dropped, honestly, I don't think there would be a huge decline in their performance. I think it would stay pretty balanced. I don't think Ronaldo's that much of like a difference maker, as, like kind of like what Messi is, but like it's not like a player that makes the team; it's the team that makes the player. And So losing one player, you're only losing one out of your 11 guys on the field.
Still
So
got Bale and Benzema.
I'm starting to think that it's more of
Yeah.
Bale's. I'm thinking it's more of Bale's team now than Ronaldo's because Bale is just dominating.
mhm.
I mean, he just scored 4 goals the other night and a 10-2 win. So those 4 goals, I mean, he's been outdoing Ronaldo and all that. And there's been news of Ronaldo leaving to go to United or to PSG.
Mhm.
So maybe those moves will happen in the summer transfer window. So we'll see what happens this summer if Ronaldo gets dropped or Ramos gets dropped. But also, I just saw something. Messi is the only player right now who has won more than 3 big cups for Barcelona.
Did you have enough for this?
So,
She's probably on more.
He's won 4 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, they were like 33.
He's won 3 Super Copas,
And I found out too that
6 Copa del Reys, and 7 league titles.
Good to know.
So, what are your takes on that?
Really?
I think it's pretty nuts that Messi's able to do that. But like I said, it's the team that makes the player, not the player that makes the team. So Barcelona is probably the top team in the world. We can agree on that. They're obviously Messi. They're obviously going to, win cups. That's my take on it. It's just a really good team. Messi just happens to be there for a long time, so he happens to be there to win more cups. He's there longer. It's one of the more veteran players.
I agree with
This
that
is
because
fancy.
my gosh, Blake.
I think it's a silver stuff.
Where'd you get this
So
from?
basically,
Silver. It came in on
what
CBS
happened-
Sunset.
what I agree with that because think Messi has been out for a while, and Neymar and Suarez have just been taking his place.
It's just
Neymar's been scoring and
It
getting
was
all of
named
these good games, and Suarez has been there like assisting Neymar and all that.
1934.
Even with Messi gone,
Did someone bring it in?
they have been doing amazingly. So Barcelona's just a really good team, and Messi just happened
Oh,
to
yeah.
be there.
Probably
Okay.
not a whole lot because it's not in very good condition.
Also,
Like,
they
20 bucks.
Barcelona just
What would
won
it be?
the Club World Cup not too long ago, about 2 days ago,
What's the value of 19?
and I think that's their 6th one. So, and I think it's 4 years in a row they've won the Club World Cup. So we're going to go to the table. Of course, Barca and Madrid are actually tied for first on 35 points, and Real's at 33. So, what are you guys' take on who's going to take the league or what's going to happen?
If the whole team stays healthy, I feel like Barcelona is going to take it. My opinion may be a little biased, but I'm not a real huge fan of Ronaldo. He's a good player and all. I just don't really like him. It might be because he can get more girlfriends than me. True. But if everybody stays healthy, I can see Barcelona pulling it out. I think they got the better team. They are pretty much equally as good, but I think Barcelona is just a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, because again with what was it? Wait, no. It's not Real Madrid. It's Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, that's Atletico Madrid's in second. That's what I said.
Okay.
You said Real. You said Madrid. You just said Madrid. That confused me.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you meant.
So
Real.
Barcelona and Atletico Madrid are at 35, and Real's at 33.
So
Same thing though. I guess Barcelona is the better team there. I can still see them taking the top spot.
unless
Messi.
like Barcelona, like as you said, one of their players might happen to get injured or like they aren't there for a game, and if they happen to lose, like they need to keep on winning is the thing. They can't just if they're tied for first right now, they can't be losing games right now if it's this close. If you need to win the league, because Because think, if you are losing, like, even just one game, that could put Electrico at top, and then they have the momentum because they're at the top, and they can just keep on winning and winning and winning, you know? And they have Barcelona behind them, so I think they just need to keep on winning games and make sure everyone's healthy, and if so, Barcelona's going to win the league.
Okay. Now, there's a surprise for me, and I don't know if you guys know this team, but Celta Vigo is in 4th place.
Yep.
With 31 points. 31 points, 2 points behind Real Madrid. How do you think Celta Vigo is going to finish out this season?
Good.
I think they're going to stay in either 4th, or they might end up, depending on how Real, Barca, and Atletico perform, take 3rd. But I don't think they're going to take 2nd or 1st, just because they don't have, like, the great, like, strike forces of BBC and MSN, and they don't have, like, as good of defense that those teams have. So
Right.
I think that they'll be, like, at the top of the middle, but they won't be at the very top.
Yeah, and they just took a 2-0 win against Granada. And actually, Atletico just lost to Malaga this past weekend, 1-0. So they dropped points. And the next fixtures are for next Wednesday. And it looks pretty easy for Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. And for Barcelona as well, because Barca plays Real Betis. Atletico plays Real Vallecano, and Real Vallecano just played Real Madrid and lost 10-2. So if Real beats Vallecano 10-2, how do you think Atletico should do against Real Vallecano?
I'd say either like I'd give it like a 5-3 victory. Like, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and it's either going to be like 5-3 or 5-1. In my opinion, because they have Martinez and Griezmann up front for Atletico, and so I think they can. They can pull up some goals, but I don't think they're going to pull up like 10 like Real did.
Yeah.
I agree with Hawk. They're not going to pull out 10 goals. But it will be a blowout. It'll be like 5-1, 5-2, in my opinion. Or 5-0. I think it'll be 5-0. I don't think they're going to get it. I think it's going to be a shutout. I don't think they're going to get a goal.
So I'm looking at the top scorers list now. And there is 2 Barcelona men at the top of the scoring list. Who do you think those 2 are?
I'm going to go with Neymar and Suarez. Because Messi's
I'm gonna say Iniesta and Neymar.
It's actually Neymar and Suarez at the top of the goal scoring list.
Oh,
14 for Neymar, 13 for Suarez.
yep. Because Neymar's been replacing Messi pretty much.
And Cristiano Ronaldo is in 3rd, tied for 3rd with 12. And surprisingly, Messi is in 19th with only 5.
Yeah, but he's also been gone for a lot of the season.
He's been hurt for most of the season.
It's also baby daddy.
So you think he's going to climb back up to the scoring list and join Neymar and Suarez?
I don't think just because they have a big lead on him. I don't, unless, like, Messi, he's a passing player. Like, he's a team player. So he'll be able to pass it to Neymar and Suarez. I think he'll get high up, but I don't think he'll reach Neymar. Because I think Neymar's been really taking a lot of, like, he's been getting a lot of the good goals.
You're right.
So my opinion on it is a player, their performance is sort of like a parabola. You know, it goes up and then it comes back down. It's like a negative parabola, you know?
Yeah.
So I think Messi right now is at his top. I think he's at his prime. Maybe a little bit downhill, but eventually he's going to hit that decline, and he's not going to be top scorer. He's not going to be top player in the world anymore. We're going to see a new person come up, somebody younger, somebody better.
And just looking at the news, Cristiano Ronaldo said Messi will win the Ballon d'Or, even though he's been gone for most of the season.
Uh-huh.
So what's your take on that? Messi winning the Ballon d'Or.
I was just about to say, let's talk about the Ballon d'Or and how it's Neymar, Ronaldo, and Messi. And I was gonna say, it's always either Messi or Ronaldo. And I think it's gonna be Messi, even though he's been gone for most of the season. I think he basically won everything this year. So he's won the Copa del Rey, he won the league, he won the Champions League,
the treble.
He's just been winning everything. He took the final in the Copa America. So he's just been doing great for both Argentina and for Barcelona.
And they just won the Club World Cup too.
Oh, and they won the Club World Cup. So they've just been winning everything. And I think because he's had a great team to help support him, he's going to win it.
Yeah, pretty much what Hawk said. He's already won a bunch of cups this year. There's no reason he shouldn't get it. Neymar would probably be... Neymar, I don't think he's going to get it. Like Hawk said, it's either going to be Ronaldo or Messi, like it's been the past few years. If Ronaldo gets it, though, it'd be because he hasn't been injured. If Messi gets it, it's because of all his wins, obviously. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, Neymar's been good. He deserves to be, able to be voted for the Ballon d'Or, but I don't think he's going to get it.
He deserves the nomination.
Yes, he deserves a nomination.
Sticking to the Ballon d'Or for a second, do you guys think it's fixed? Because for the past, I'd say 6 years, it's been between Messi and Ronaldo. Do you guys think it's kind of fixed that it's always been Messi versus Ronaldo for the Ballon d'Or?
I understand what you're going from, but every year, I would have to say they have been the best two people. So they have been deserving of the Ballon d'Or. So understanding that, it's always been them for, the last 8 years, because Messi got 4, now Ronaldo's got 3. And so I think that, yes, it has been them a lot, but they deserved it.
Right.
Yeah, they really do deserve it. I don't think it's fixed at all. Because you're not really seeing, it's not really a consistency. It's it's based on they are the best in the world. They obviously deserve the award. It's just that third nomination they have to look at. If it's just Barcelona and Real Madrid players, maybe it's fixed in that kind of way. You're not seeing any from Atletico Madrid or anybody else.
Neuer was in the voting last year.
Yeah.
It was Messi, Ronaldo, and Neuer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's another thing. You don't really see keepers in it a lot either. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but I'm assuming you don't see keepers a lot in these kind of awards
Really.
And some of the times they kind of deserve it. It depends on how good of a year. Let's say Bayern was part of Liga BBVA. You would see Bayern's keeper in that. You would want to see Bayern's keeper in it because he's only let in 8 goals this whole year. He's had tons of shutouts. They're killing the league. It's just it depends on the nominations where you're looking at from there. Who really deserves the award? Who's putting up the stats
to be the best player in the world?
Yeah.
And you got Ronaldo and Messi both coming off of 2 50-goal seasons, 50-plus goal seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think Messi would be better because he actually gets more assists than Ronaldo? Because he's more of a team player than Ronaldo.
I'm pretty sure he has 20 more assists than Ronaldo.
I feel like Messi deserves it because of the assists. Because Messi passes way more than Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. Ronaldo's more of a greedy type player. He's give it to me. Because if you see some of the Real Madrid games, if Bale's got a breakaway and Ronaldo's behind him, Bale will shoot and score, and Ronaldo gets pissed because he didn't swing it over to him. So, I'd say Messi deserves it more because he's more of a team player, He uses Neymar, he uses Suarez, Rakitic, and Iniesta. It's not just give me the ball and let me score.
And also, with Ronaldo, he, I think, uses more skill moves than he has to
Yes.
kind of show off. Because I saw this one thing, and I agree with it 100%. It was a video on, like, Messi versus Ronaldo, like, scoring goals and going past defenders. And it was Ronaldo uses 5 moves to get past 1 defender. Messi uses 1 move to get past 5 defenders.
Yeah, and that's something I've learned on my club team is that playing simple is definitely a lot more efficient, a lot more effective than using freestyle moves. Because most of the players on my team are street players. They all they know is like all those crazy moves to get past defenders. They don't really play simple, and they lose the ball a lot because of it. They don't really like when they pass. It's very quick. I think, in my opinion, that playing simple is definitely something that's better, in my opinion, more efficient. If in that case Messi does play simpler, yes, I think he deserves it a little more. He's playing the game how it should be. Like, you don't really need to showcase your moves. If you're like Ronaldo, we know you're the best player in the world. You don't need to showboat and show us that you are. Just play the game, and like, yeah, you just got to play the game. Honestly.
I feel like that's why they're in second place, is because Ronaldo tries too much and it wastes his time. Like, you need goals. Stop wasting time. Stop trying to be skillful. Just use your team. Get some goals. That's why you're the 3rd place right now. And speaking of assists, Gareth Bale is at the top of the assists with 6 assists.
Only 6?
That's the most right now, 6. Neymar's got 5. Messi's got 4.
Yeah, the thing, Messi has 5 goals this season, and he has
And
4 assists.
4 assists.
And
So it shows he's consistent.
Uh-huh.
So he's pretty split. So
He's pretty even. And Bale's the same way. I think Bale's got like 6 or 7 goals with 6 assists.
Mm-hmm.
So Bale's also a consistent player who I like to see.
Oh,
So
I have actually a good question for when you're done. And do you have any more?
I'm just about done.
Okay. Because I was thinking, so January, I don't know if you guys know this, in FIFA, on the Ultimate Team, they will like give upgrade cards. So who do you think deserves like an upgrade card? Like,
what
because
is an
the way-
upgrade card?
So like, let's say Messi right now, he's 94. Ronaldo's 93, Neymar's 98, Suarez is 88, Neymar's 88, Suarez is 90, Aubameyang's like 82, stuff like that, Douglas Costa is 82, and so based on the season they've had, who would you kind of think would deserve like an upgrade?
Oh, so it's like booster stats.
Yeah.
Really, it's just whoever like putting up the numbers for their team. Who's like Lewandowski with his 5 goals in 9 minutes. Obviously, he deserves some kind of upgrade for that.
He got
I mean, he's putting up.
hero card for that.
Yeah, he got a hero card. And I think his shooting went up as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that needs to go up. You just gotta look at who's playing, like who's doing what. So if Messi's winning all these cups, I mean, you don't really go by how many times they win. You more go like how they're playing. So if like, I don't really know. I just, like I said, just like who's putting up the numbers for a team, how are they doing, what are they doing right, what are they doing wrong. Like if passes, like you go by the completions, like how many passes they make per game, how many they complete, how many they're missing, how consistent are they. I think stats should be boosted up and down from that.
I have 2 that I can think of. I think that Aubameyang deserves a +2 upgrade from an 82 to an 84, just because he has more goals than like games played. He's
I
been
agree.
just being amazing for Dortmund. And actually, I think of 4 now. I think Neymar, because he's not even 90 rated, and he's been voted for the Ballon d'Or. And
He deserves to be 90 rated.
Yeah, I think he deserves to be 90 rated, if not 89. And then
What's his rating?
88.
Wow, they downgraded him.
No, last
He,
year he was 87.
I still think that's a downgrade. He
Uh-huh.
he should be at least like an 89, 90, the
Mhm.
way he's been playing the past 2 years.
I agree, and I think Douglas Costa, he's only an 82. He should be an 84 or an
Yeah,
85.
85.
Like
Yeah.
he's just been playing amazing for Bayern. And the last one I think is Chicharito. I think he's an 80 overall. He's
He
like
should
in,
be 82.
yeah, 81, 82. I think he
He's
should have.
because like Obama, he's got more goals than games.
And also, he didn't really have a chance to show himself. He was just a super sub for Man United and for Real. So, but now
And
he's actually playing at Leverkusen.
he's showing what he can do.
Uh-huh.
He's showing his worth. Like, hey, you guys missed out on a great goal scorer.
Yeah.
So
He has more goals by himself than Man United does as a whole team.
yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So Manchester United and Real Madrid really screwed up and not starting him or giving him any kind of playing time.
Definitely, if he's putting up some kind of numbers.
He's got 10 goals in 7 games, 8
He
games.
has like 18 in like
Oh shit,
12.
yeah.
Yeah. He's been
18
just-
goals. He's been killing it at
Uh-huh.
Leverkusen. That's a great signing for a nice Bundesliga team. A Bundesliga team that could potentially next year, the year after, fight for that top spot.
Yeah.
And
So-
you got
Go for it.
you got Kalinoglu, who's only 22,
Yeah,
and that dude could hit free kicks, long shots, and he's a great distributor as well.
And also, Leno. He's just
Yeah,
he's
a great
brick wall.
goalkeeper.
Who do you think deserves an upgrade, Andrew?
Definitely Chicharito deserves an upgrade. Just the way he's been performing. Aubameyang deserves a major upgrade. Cause I mean, he's just been killing this league, the Bundesliga. Him and Chicharito both. And yeah, I agree with Neymar. But a surprise for me, Anthony Martial.
I think Martial should get an upgrade too.
He's been doing really well ever since he came to United, scoring goals, getting assists, especially just getting open. His movement is just incredible, and he's only 19 years old. So I think Martial deserves a little upgrade as well.
I would agree on all that. So you guys want to do
Sure.
the UCL and the Euros, like just
Yeah,
real
let's-
quick?
Yeah, let's go to the Champions League and go to the Euros real quick.
Dude, I can't wait for the Euros. To be honest.
The summer.
Fuck, you're so disappointed about Arsenal.
Oh my gosh. Quiet.
Arsenal get Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Ooh.
Me and Jake are gonna be wearing our Barcelona stuff.
Okay, so. Oh shoot, where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's not it. Come on, where is it? Please tell me I didn't delete it. No,
Oh, I hope you deleted it.
I deleted it, but I have like the last 16 of the UCL. And so there's Jet, there's Zenit, there's Dynamo, Kiev, there's Chelsea, there's Arsenal, Bayern, Roma, Barcelona, Juventus, Man City, Benfica, Atletico, PSV, Wolfsburg, PSG, and Real. And so that is the people who are going on to the round of 16. And then,
Should we make our picks?
oh, yeah.
Like,
How about like quarterfinals? No, not quarterfinals, semifinals. Who do you think's gonna be the top, like the 4 teams who move on?
hold on, I'm trying to find at least the fixtures for the Champions
Yeah.
League.
I accidentally deleted it. I had it. And it was Arsenal versus Barcelona.
Because it's pretty spread out.
Uh,
I'm trying to find the table or the
while
the
you're
table.
trying to find that,
Yeah,
I have
the bracket.
I have the bracket, yeah, for all the groups of the Euros. I am so disappointed that the Netherlands didn't make it.
It's just their consistency.
hmm They made it so far in the World Cup, and
It's because Van Persie sucks.
I hate Van Persie. But basically, in Group A, we have France, Romania, Albania, and Switzerland. Who do you think's gonna be the top?
France.
And second,
Wait, who are the teams?
Romania, Albania, Switzerland, and France.
Romania.
France and Switzerland.
I was gonna say France and Switzerland. But also, Benzema won't be able to play, so Lacazette's gonna have to pick it up.
Yeah, Lacazette will. I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
He's a great player. So I got the Champions League round of 16 up.
Here, wait,
Let's keep doing the Euro.
yeah, so then in
Alright.
Group B, there's England, Russia, Wales, and Slovakia.
Slovakia.
Yeah, Slovakia.
I'd say England and Slovakia.
England and Wales.
England and Wales, I think.
I
I can't
see,
believe England went 10-0 in the
I
Euros
can't
before.
I can't really see Wales because you have to rely a lot on Gareth Bale,
Yeah.
and I don't think he can handle it
I
himself.
think if he's healthy,
If he
as
stays
long as he's
healthy.
healthy, I think they'll make it.
Yeah, if he stays healthy, he'll be fine.
Okay. Group C, we have Germany, Ukraine, Poland, and Northern Ireland.
Germany and Poland. Or no. Germany and Ukraine.
I was gonna say Germany and Ukraine also, because Germany, they're like the best right now. Well, they're not the best right now, but they won the World Cup and they just have an amazing team. And Ukraine, I think Konoplyanka has been doing amazing for Sevilla, and I think he's gonna be able to help lead Ukraine. And Andrew?
I'd say Germany and Poland. Germany and Poland. I have a lot of faith in Blaszczykowski, and I don't know if he's gonna be playing in this.
Shoot, I forgot Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski's gonna be in it. I'm trying to I think Podolski's in it, isn't he? He's still playing for Poland.
I think so.
So you got 3 deadly players and Piszczek in the back,
Dude, Chesney is.
and Szczesny in goal. So I say Germany and Poland.
Okay. So,
Soccer knowledge.
Group D. This is probably one of the best polls, like one of the hardest polls. This and Group E. So Group D is Spain, Czech Republic, Turkey, and Croatia. So
Say that again.
Spain, Czech Republic, Turkey, and Croatia.
Croatia and Spain.
Andrew?
I'm going with 2 upsets. I'm going with Croatia and Turkey. The reason why I went with Croatia and Turkey is because of the World Cup Spain had last year. They had a great team,
Yeah.
but they just could not perform. And I feel like it's going to be the same. They're going to have a great team, but I don't think they're going to perform. And you got
Modric,
and
Rakitic.
I'm trying to think of another guy's name, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I know.
And that ends in itch.
And then Turkey, man, they got a decent team.
Got Turan. Got
Arda Turan,
Kalahaglu. I forget what his
yeah,
name is.
Hakan Kalhanoglu,
Yeah.
the youngster.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Croatia and then Turkey's going to surprise everybody.
I
And
think. Okay.
if you look at the last 2 Euros, 08 and 2012, Turkey has been pulling upsets, especially in the 90th minute. Turkey's best in the 90th minute. They caught in the 2008 Euro. They caught 2 goals in the 90th minute to take a win. So I say that's gonna happen again. They're just gonna surprise everybody and just dominate.
I think it's either going to be Turkey and Czech Republic or Turkey and Croatia. And the reason for Czech Republic, the only thing is Peter Cech has to be on form. If he's letting goals in, then they're not going to make it. But if he's been doing good, like he's had 7 clean sheets in the last 12 games.
Okay.
I think if he keeps on performing like that, they'll be able to move on.
And
So-
Thomas Rosicky too.
Thomas Rosicky.
Another Arsenal man.
Yep. And
Arsenal suck.
I'm going to skip Group E just because I think that's the best one, and we'll save it for last. But Group
Yeah.
F is Portugal, Iceland, Austria, and Hungary. Who do you think? I think, honestly, it's going to be Austria, and I think Iceland might pull out an upset.
Who are the teams?
Portugal, Iceland, Austria, and Hungary.
Austria and Hungary only because they're both once the same country. Pre-World War II. That's my pick.
I'm going with Portugal and Austria. I mean, Portugal, of course, they got a solid team, and they're not in a great group. And Austria, because David Alaba, he's just amazing.
And
I think
now,
you're wrong.
Group B. This
Best
is by far the probably gonna be the one I watch the most. Is Belgium, Italy, Ireland, and Sweden.
Sweden and who are the other teams?
Belgium,
Italy.
Italy, and Ireland.
Oh shoot, never mind. Revamp that. Italy and Belgium.
You have no reasons, do you? You're just picking.
I go by past World Cups or any the little knowledge I know.
I
I'm
think.
going.
Go.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think
If my knowledge was
Belgium
comparable to a book, it'd be a
and
children's book.
Italy, just because Belgium right now they have been called the best team in the world, because De Bruyne has been performing outstanding. They've had Qatar, they've had Hazard, they have Lukaku, they've just been
Fellaini.
Fellaini, and they've just been they had a great team, they've been performing well. And Italy, because I don't think Ireland's going to be able to do it, they just don't have a good enough team to compare with the two. And Sweden, basically, the reason they made it is because Ibra had a really good, game to move them on, and I don't think he's going to be able to do that again.
I'm going with Belgium and Italy as well. Belgium because they got a lot of top players on their team, and they're just the top team in the world right now. So they're just going to dominate. Actually, they're going to go undefeated, I believe. Italy, they still got some players in Chiellini and Buffon, of course, a huge man in goal. He's a force in goal. But you got Balotelli who could score goals.
He's black.
Yes, we know he's black. So that's my reasoning. Italy and Belgium.
Okay, so you have the stuff for the UCL?
Yeah, I got the round of 16.
Okay, should we just do, predictions?
Yeah, then we could just end it.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's
Alright.
been probably an hour.
So,
Yeah. This is
So-
going to be a good podcast, though.
it
If
will
you guys
be.
are enjoying and you're still here, subscribe so that way you don't miss out on the latest news of the BPL, Bundesliga, and BBVA.
If you made it this far.
Alright, you guys ready?
And also, we are probably going to have FIFA 16 stuff. We're going to have real life soccer also. And so it's
Wow,
just...
Hawk, plug your channel.
No, the FIFA 16 is going to be on here.
I know.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And so now we're going to have Andrew present the UCL bracket.
Alright, first game. PSG versus Chelsea.
PSG. Chelsea, like, even though they have
PSG.
a new manager, Hazard, he hasn't been performing well for Chelsea. There's been, like, who is it? Costa, he's just been getting cards, hasn't been scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So I think PSG, and they still have like an amazing team. They have Di Maria this year. They have Cavani. They have Ibra. They have
The Zebra.
Lucas, who's been good. They have
Thiago.
Thiago. They have Sirigu, who's a great goalkeeper. They have Trapp. They just have an amazing team all around.
Trap.
All right. Game number 2. Benfica versus Zenit.
Who are they?
Benfica's a
I gotta go
Benfica's
with Zenit just because I know Hulk's on there.
Benfica's a Portuguese team, and Zenit's a Russian team.
I'll go with the Portuguese team.
Benfica.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with Benfica as well because of charisma.
Oh, true.
And I can't think of the other player's name, but he's a great free kick taker, and I loved him so much. So Benfica for sure over Zenit.
I'm sorry, I just remembered Hawk's dad.
All right, guys, we're almost on game 3. Gent versus Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg. I think as long as like
Wolfs-
Naldo and Dante, they keep it close so that way they're not able to get goals off. I think they'll be able to win.
Jake.
Wolfsburg, because they got fake Naldo.
I'm going with Wolfsburg as well.
That was a pretty easy one.
Here should be an interesting game. Roma, Real Madrid.
Ooh.
Real Madrid.
I think Real Madrid will be able to pull it off, but I think in the first or second game, Roma's gonna win by 1 point.
I'm gonna go with Real Madrid as well. I mean, it's just Roma's not strong like they used to be, so I'm just gonna say Real Madrid. All right, Hawk, this is our game. Arsenal and Barcelona.
Barcelona, because they have Messi, and Messi is good.
All right,
I
Jake.
feel like it's gonna be just exactly kind of like us versus Bayern. We'll win one game, but I don't think it will be 2-0. I think it will either be 2-1 or like 1-0 or like just only by 1 point, and then we're just gonna get killed.
I say Barcelona's gonna sweep it.
Easy.
Yeah, they're not moving on. Like
Sorry, Arsenal.
Even Arsenal
Go
says
Gunners,
Arsenal says Barcelona's attack and defense is just too much.
Mhm.
Their attack, they said their defense is not ready for Barcelona's attack.
Yeah.
They're not ready for Neymar,
Like,
Suarez, and Messi.
Bellerin and Koscielny, they've been doing amazing, but like
Bellerin's the only
Neymar,
fast one.
Suarez, and Messi, 2 of those people are in for the Ballon d'Or because they've been having an amazing season and they won the Champions League last
And
year.
all 3 are really, 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 really fast.
Mhm. Bellerin, he might be able
Bellerin's-
to keep up, but if we have Mertesacker, they're just gonna run through.
All right, Juventus and Bayern Munich.
Oh man, that's a game.
Good one.
That's a real good game.
Guess who's watching that one?
Us.
Definitely.
All right.
I must say Juventus, Italian team for the win.
My Bayern's about to die, so we better hurry.
I'm gonna go with Bayern, but I think just because like they lost Vidal, they have Diabola now, and I forget what the other Argentinians.
Paul Pogba. Oh no. Well,
No.
Juventus got Paul Pogba.
Yeah, they have Paul Pogba, but they also
Diabola.
lost Di Maria. Wait, what did it? I'm stupid. Ignore what I said. They lost
You are.
Pirlo and they lost Vidal, and Vidal now he's gonna be playing it. Oh, I didn't
shoot.
even think of that.
I
Vidal's
wanna-
gonna be playing.
I'm gonna
this
go
whole
ahead and
team.
pick. I'm gonna switch my pick to the other team, Bayern Munich.
Dude, Vidal better score, or else I'm
Bayern
gonna be
Munich.
disappointed. I'm gonna go Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
Forgot Pirlo's gone.
Two more games. PSV Eindhoven versus Atletico Madrid.
Atletico.
Ooh. Dude, PSV's been performing good though. They did lose Depay, but
I don't know
still.
who they are.
They're the team in the Netherlands.
Yeah,
Well, obviously, I think the Spanish team's gonna pull it out.
I honestly
Bam.
think I'm going with an upset PSV, but they're gonna lose the next round.
I'm going with Atletico just because they're going to dominate all over PSV. And the last game, Man City versus Dynamo Kiev.
No, it's gonna be City. They're gonna just win. They're gonna just
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely City.
Because Aguero's back also. He's able
Jake?
to play.
Man City.
All right, that's it for the round of 16.
Yep. There we go. So, this has been the Starting 11 podcast, and I hope you have, if you're watching this on Christmas, because that's when it's going to come out, hope you've had a Merry Christmas, and comment below who you think's going to win the
The BPL,
the BPL, the UCL, the Euros, the
BBVA.
and the Bundesliga is already Bayern Munich.
So put that in the comment below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starting 11 Official.
Yep.
And we'll keep you updated on schedules and videos, and
Yeah.
be sure to give us a follow.
And subscribe to my solo YouTube channel because I'm desperate for followers.
All right.
The Hawk Arc Gaming's better. See ya!
Peace.